Welcome back. Let's pick up the news this morning. Two Indigenous groups have been awarded about $100 million in new settlement packages. This is paid for by Victorian taxpayers as part of the treaty negotiations. It's only just come to light because of FOI. Joining me now on my panel, former Liberal MP Nicolle Flint, political advisor and author at The Spectator, Terry Barnes. Well, Nicolle, $100 million. There's no evidence this is going to improve any lives of Indigenous people. I think this just fuels the compensation industry, and I have to say the whole Aboriginal grievance economy.
Well, Victorians have yet another reason to vote out this appallingly bad Labor government, Peta, with such an extraordinary amount of money wasted. I think it's wasted during this cost of living crisis, and also with Victoria as the state with the most debt in the nation, and with Victorian state debt forecast to grow to over gross debt to grow to over $200 billion, with interest payments of $10 billion. So you can see why those numbers are so large when you learn about extraordinary decisions like this, Peta. It's time for a change.
Terry, what about the news that we got from Victorian Senator Sarah Henderson last week? It came out of estimates. There were a whole lot of Samsung phones and older iPhones, but even if you wanted to, even if you could get service, you couldn't call 000 on them. They admitted in estimates the death of one Sydney man. Well, we now find from TPG, they've confirmed there has been a second death in relation to this outage. The government switched off the 3G network. They knew this was an issue all the way along, and yet it's cost lives.
Yeah, well, actually, they switched off the 3G network at, I think it was the end of October 2024, so over a year ago. And certainly the Australian Communications Media Authority, the Telecommunications Ombudsman and others made website announcements, but there was no public information campaign for the 500,000 odd, it's been estimated, devices and phones that have been affected by this. Their owners probably still don't know. I mean, governments do information campaigns, media campaigns, the drop of a hat, but when they actually need to, where is it?
Maybe some of the money that Attica Wells spends at the pointy end of the plane could go into something worthwhile like this. The Royal Children's in Melbourne, Nicolle, facing allegations it's breached legal duties in relation to treating children with gender dysphoria.
The treatment that has been given to vulnerable children that has caused and quite possibly is still causing irreversible damage to their bodies is the great medical scandal of our time. It's a failure of our health system, of our medical practitioners who have allowed this to happen, and it's a failure of government decision makers, Peta. We have not seen the courage from people who have the power to actually stop this treatment to do so. And my heart breaks for these kids, many of whom will wake up in 1, 2, 5, 10, maybe 20 years' time and rightly demand to know how this was allowed to happen and cause irreparable damage to their bodies and lifelong medical issues. It is a tragedy and it is a disgrace.